Hello, and thank you for joining us to learn more about the platform and blockchain-based reward currency that is Recurrency. Today's agenda will include a brief overview of the Recurrency platform, an overview of how the rewards currency functions, as well as comments from a brand who has decided to leverage this technology. My name is Corey O'Donnell. I'm the Senior Vice President of Marketing for Mobivity. It's an honor to have you with us today and to share details about our mission to help brands, their partners, and consumers. We're fortunate to be joined by Michael Pruitt, CEO of Chanticleer Holdings, who will share his thoughts on the impact he sees for this technology in his business. I'll begin with an overview and invite Mike to comment before getting into the details of the currency itself. Recurrency is both a platform and a currency designed to help brands increase revenue through data, actions, and rewards. And that is our core mission as a business. So let me give you a little background on Mobivity, our mission, and why we are uniquely poised to leverage blockchain technology to create a revolution in commerce. Our clients are, for the most part, restaurants, retailers, and personal care brands, and their partners. We bring customers back, increasing frequency, spend, and engagement while promoting the buying and employee behaviors that matter. We've been doing this for quite some time, helping businesses who struggle to connect their customers amidst crowded competition, easy customer defection, and complicated business dynamics, including data accumulation, product waste, personnel challenges, a changing landscape of multi-channel marketing, franchisee collaboration, and much more. And our history of helping customers helps us to understand and serve those needs. We currently create and manage more than 125 million monthly transactions on behalf of some of the biggest and best brands in these marketplaces, some of whom you can see here. Each is a visionary brand committed to better serving their customers, their franchisees, and their partners with programs that drive real revenue. And we've done just that. Just one of our partners saw more than $130 million in attributable program revenue in 18 months. And based on their own data analysis, a threefold increase in customer visits and retention. So that's the goal for the Recurrency platform and the rewards currency it fathers, to bring customers back and increase revenue for brick and mortar brands and their partners. Our sole mission is to help the network, each location, each owner, and their partners grow by better connecting to their customers. Recurrency is a closed loop platform that captures transactional detail, accumulates and analyzes data, and leverages those insights to motivate customers. So we aggregate, capture, and cleanse data to inform analysis that reveals insights for the business and the best way to motivate consumers and employees. That's the goal, to motivate the customer to frequent the business, spend more, and buy the products the business and its partners care about. And to motivate employees to serve better, faster, and more effectively promote those same buying behaviors. So, when a customer first visits a location through our silent POS agnostic software, we capture the details of the transaction, the customer, and the business. We pull that data into the cloud and analyze it using machine learning and a team of data experts to identify trends and insights into consumer behavior and employees' actions. We use those insights to inform offers and rewards printed on the receipt, embedded in an e-receipt, or sent via SMS or rich messaging to motivate consumer behavior. But let's be honest, if the staff is doing a poor job of servicing customers, or if the business is losing money by not creating enough add-on beverage incidents, people won't come back, or even if they do, it'll be a losing proposition for the business. That's why we leverage the data and analytics to also motivate employees, measuring attachment incidents, service time, and providing scoreboards in a competitive game-like system to boost morale and metrics. If your house isn't in order, guests won't come back. So we haven't forgotten that in the Recurrency platform. However, in the interest of time, we'll forgo a detailed discussion of the entire platform and focus specifically on the currency itself. Because customers need an incentive to participate in programs like this. And that's where Recurrency comes in. It is both the platform and that incentive. Its purpose is to create a transactional currency for brick and mortar businesses. Blockchain-based incentive for customer loyalty, leveraging the principles and architecture of blockchain transactional ledgers. It provides a virtually fraud-free, low-cost, flexible method for promoting repeat business and driving the basket profile and size for each customer. Now, blockchain technology isn't just a hot topic, it's a fundamental shift in the way secure transactions can be processed in the digital realm. It provides a profound opportunity to disrupt transactional concepts of customer loyalty, reward, and payment by introducing an actual currency. Recurrency is a reinvention of currency itself. Most cryptocurrency is used as an investment vehicle, not as a true currency traded for goods and services, and certainly not in brick and mortar stores across the globe. Recurrency brings the currency component back to cryptocurrency and offers our clients a way to reward and transact with consumers in a more flexible, secure, cost-controlled manner. Now, why is it that we think we can be the ones to usher in this change? Well, as I said before, we sit at the intersection of about 9 million unique consumer mobile devices and brands that operate more than 40,000 brick and mortar retail locations. We're currently facilitating over 125 million transactions per month to motivate and incentivize these consumers, and we're going cross-industry. So from restaurants to hair salons to convenience stores and even retail auto care. And that begs the question, what if we could migrate these customers across those verticals and create a system that rewards the customers and the brand participants? Well, it just so happens that blockchain technology and the distributed ledger concept behind it creates the opportunity for an open ecosystem where brands can trade consumers without trading their proprietary information, as well as establish an open, secure, and flexible currency system so brands, suppliers, and consumers can all build and utilize that economic relationship foundation. Before I go into how it works, perhaps it's best to hear from Michael Pruitt, CEO of Chanticleer Holdings Corp., for why he decided to partner with us to launch Recurrency as a vehicle for customer loyalty across his multi-brand network. Mike?
Thanks, Corey, and thanks to all of you who've taken your time and interest today. Chanticleer is fortunate to hold many compelling brands, including Little Big Burger, American Burger Company, and Burgers Grilled Right, plus more. Like most fast food and fast casual brands, we have been searching for a compelling way to connect to and reward our customers. We knew that if we understood our customers better, we could serve them better, and that would bring them in more often. We've looked at and tried dozens of methods to motivate our customers, and while some have worked, they were limited to a single brand, didn't really reveal anything about the customer for us, and ultimately failed to excite or serve our customers. We have raving fans, especially in our burger brands, and we want to deepen and extend those relationships while bringing new customers into the fold. When Mobivity shared with us their plans to create a currency-based reward system that could provide insights on our customers while allowing us to truly reward customer loyalty across our many brands, we got really excited. Let's face it, today's consumer can go to a lot of places for their lunch or dinner, and they are bombarded with messages, ads, and offers everywhere they go. To get them to choose you without giving your food away is hard. Somehow you have to strike just the right balance between rewarding them to choose you while still earning enough without drastic discounting to run your business. The most compelling aspect of applying blockchain-based currency to the platform is that it doesn't behave like a discount. It's a reward for doing something now that will earn you, the consumer, something else later, rather than give you something now in hopes that you'll do it again later. And because it's currency, it's portable, so it instantaneously works across our multiple brands. When you do the math, the idea of a currency exchange between brands and consumers that retains its value as it moves between them is really compelling. It didn't take much imagination to think of the ways this could help us operationally and cut expenses by reducing fraud, motivating consumers, controlling the cost of our promotions, and perhaps ultimately even reducing the fees we pay to process credit transactions. It was a no-brainer for us once you could get your head around the opportunity to gather better information about your customers and avoid discounting by providing incentives before the first purchase. I know Corey will cover much more about the architecture behind those ideas, so with that, I'll turn it back to him.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Let me take a moment to walk everyone through a simple description, hopefully simple, of how our currency actually works and provides the many benefits Mike talked about. So when a consumer goes in to checkout at a Recurrency-enabled store, they simply provide their phone number, typically their mobile phone number, as a single point of identification. Our recapture product indexes that number against the Recurrency wallets, and if it finds a match, opens a transaction with that wallet owner. If it doesn't find a match, it creates a unique wallet ID for that customer. The recapture agent also intercepts the contents of the receipt and parses it to see things like items purchased, bundles of items, total ticket price, and much more. And based on rules established by the brand and its partners, the system awards a specific amount of recurrency to the consumer's wallet. The blockchain records the transaction between the wallet of the specific merchant and the consumer's wallet ID. This allows our clients to provide an incentive for customer behaviors on the first transaction. As Mike said, it's not a discount today. It's an increase in spend or products purchased today with many possible outcomes later. It's a real incentive, not limited, restrictive, and prescriptive in its use. And this is great, by the way, for beverage, chip, hair product, CPG partners, manufacturers, and distributors. They can add their own recurrency to the customer reward in exchange for the customer selecting their products. This is an incredibly detailed and powerful way to motivate consumers to buy your products, and it gives you the transactional detail to know that all of the other marketing and promotional programs you're running with that partner, that location, those employees are actually working. That's perhaps more powerful than the reward itself, the ability to know that a customer bought your beverage with precise certainty while rewarding them to do it again and again. Now, it can also be offered as an incentive for today's transaction, effectively replacing traditional coupons with a far more secure, measurable, and manageable way to process those transactions. So imagine sending a customer a text with a discount for a specific product if they come in to buy this week. When they arrive to transact, the recurrency is instantly gifted to them and then redeemed in a single transaction. This means the brand didn't actually have to distribute recurrency to the customer ahead of time, avoiding the waste of putting something out there that may not get used. It's an instant coupon system. Now, why would brands opt for currency rather than traditional coupons or points? Because the real power of recurrency is that each consumer's recurrency wallet is directly tied to a unique customer profile. In order to accept, trade, spend, or hold recurrency, a customer has to set up their recurrency wallet. Doing so includes providing contact information, demographic data, and personal preferences. To accept or use recurrency requires sharing those details with the brands you frequent. So brands get far more than a loyalty program. They get the consumer information needed to activate every one of their marketing channels and to serve their customers better. And customers can then take that recurrency and pay for products within that brand, possibly across brands based on those that are participating. This gives the customer real value, real versatility, and turns recurrency into real currency, a portable vehicle of value. And it gives the participating brands customer data that they would never be able to accumulate otherwise. Now, the consumer profile is stored in a separate traditional database structure, ensuring that the data about any customer is shared as they moved about different retailers. So each retailer gets the detail of that consumer and their transactions with them, but none of the data about the consumer transactions with other brands. Now, all of this is driven by the blockchain architecture for ledger transactions. Recurrency is nearly impossible to steal, forge, duplicate, or fabricate. When given out, it comes back as if it were a physical object. And since it's cycled from owner to owner and is a currency being exchanged for valuable goods and services, it could be exchanged or traded into other forms of value. Those forms of value might be food, they might be a service, or they might be other currency, including the US dollar. That means a brand or partner could put recurrency into circulation, incent customers to buy things, get the recurrency back, and now they're only out the cost of the actual food or services they gave away and small transactional fees associated with maintaining the blockchain ledger. So, to review, Mobivity generates their currency and allocates it using the blockchain to the brands or partners that want to distribute it. Each of them has a wallet account in which they can hold and manage their recurrency. They pass that to a specific store or location, who in turn uses it as a reward and incentive to drive consumer behavior, purchase habits, beverage incidents, etc. The consumer then takes that recurrency at that brand or to another brand or another location, and it continues to circulate as with any other currency. It's a secure medium of value. Meanwhile, the consumer's profile is shared with every brand or CPG partner who transacts with that consumer using recurrency. Again, they don't get record of all the customer's transactions, just the ones they were directly involved in. but they do get access to the consumer's digital profile, which could contain valuable information about how to serve or communicate with that customer better. And the brand gets the recurrency back if they accept it as a form of payment, which can then be recirculated or potentially exchanged back into dollars or another form of value. In the end, that's recurrency. It's a finite, flexible, transferable, detailed, and secure currency of value for customer rewards. Look, blockchain is a buzzword technology, but its core advantage is the ability to make a digital object exist with the same level of certainty as a physical one, occupying one space attached to one person at a time. It's a revolution that we believe will lead to the first digital currency used as a transactional currency rather than a speculative investment vehicle for nerds. No offense to the nerds out there. It's powered by a closed-loop complete platform that aggregates, captures, and cleanses data to inform analysis, which can reveal insights for the business, and the best way to motivate customers and employees. Our platform is comprised of a suite of products that together make recurrency possible, beginning with Recapture, which allows us to aggregate, capture, and normalize POS data, even across multiple types of POS system. The data is passed to re-cognition, an analytics and insight engine that uncovers the trends in consumer and employee behavior buried in those detailed transaction records. And those insights are used by re-ceipt, which changes the printed or digital receipt into a fully fledged in-store communications vehicle, carrying offers, third-party ads, nutritional information, or any other meaningful content you want to share. And it's used by re-ach to communicate with the customer in life as they're out and about, out of the store, on their mobile device with meaningful and interactive messages that bring them closer to the brand. And those insights are used by re-up to uncover attachment rates for products, service times, and more about employees, locations, and regions, and provide the leaderboard and motivational system to drive employees to peak performance. It's a powerful suite on its own, but because it runs end-to-end from data capture to communications with customer and employees, it enables recurrency rewards program we talked about today. And so that's a quick overview of how the recurrency platform and currency can create a better system for restaurants, retailers, personal care brands, CPG partners, and consumers. Thank you for your attention. We're thrilled to bring this technology to market and to be working with visionary brands like Michael Pruitt and the team at Chanticleer Holdings. We'll have more details to share and additional partnerships to announce in the coming months, so stay tuned for more. There's lots more news coming. With that, that brings us to the conclusion of our time today. I'd like to thank Michael Pruitt for joining us and thank you as well. If you'd like to contact either company, myself or Michael, with questions or comments, our contact details are listed here and I'll leave them on screen for a bit. And that concludes our presentation. Thanks again, everybody.